Hi, I'm Carrie Traub, your 2023 GAR president.
I'm Tego Venturi, your 2023 Southwest MLS president.
For many of you who saw the verdict last week on the Sitzer Burnett case, there were many that were surprised. However, us here at GAR and SWMLS have been monitoring the case very closely, and we know, Tego, that change is always inevitable.
Yeah, if you've been in this business for more than a month, you know that there's always something changing. And I don't mean that in a funny way, because this is a significant change, or could be. And I think that's the thing. It could be. We really don't even know where this is going to end up, right?
Exactly. I mean, and nothing, that's one of the points we want to make is nothing is changing right now.
Yes. I mean, the MLS, I'll talk about the MLS side is, what we do at the MLS with data integrity and having properties available for everybody to see. And there is that compensation piece in the MLS, which was a big part of this case. Now, right now, it's still there. You can offer compensation to a broker that brings you a buyer to your listing.
Absolutely. And make it clear to your clients what your value is. Explain to your buyers what you bring to the table, because that's really the most important part right now. We're really under scrutiny, and it's more important than ever to follow our code and have the utmost professionalism.
As an associate broker, you're a qualifying broker. Listen to your qualifying broker. That's going to be critical. There's a lot of conversations talking about buyer-broker agreements. And I think the big deal there, Carrie, is the transparency on how we all get compensated. And that's going to be critical.
Absolutely. But again, as you said, always talk to your qualifying broker to get that information as to how they would like you to proceed.
Tracy Casper, the president of the National Association, just put out a video yesterday. If you missed it, it's going to be attached here so you can check that out. Really good statement from NAR, and super helpful when you're talking about this situation.
And as we do get more information, we will continue to update you and let you know what's going on with the case.
Hello, everyone. I'm here on behalf of our leadership team and our executive committee. And as you all know, it's been a really busy week here at NAR. So first, we are so glad to welcome Nakia to NAR and to congratulate Bob Goldberg on his retirement. And I have heard from so many of you, so many warm wishes for both of them and optimism for our future. So thank you for that outreach. And I just wanted you to know I share your optimism. At the same time, I know that there are questions about last week's verdict. So I wanted to reach out directly. As a fellow realtor, I get it. I'm a broker owner. I list and sell properties just like you do every single day. And I too have employees. And I'm getting those questions myself. I was incredibly disappointed by the verdict. The jury reached an outcome that was neither supported by the law nor the facts that were presented in this case. I've heard questions about whether our team put on witnesses to help us to tell our story. And I want you to know we did. For example, our legal counsel put on an independent realtor and past president, Sharon Millette, who shared her personal story about how NAR rules serve the best interests of our consumers, support market-driven pricing, and advance business competition. We also put on expert witnesses, including an economist who explained why our practices actually benefit sellers and buyers and promote competition. Unfortunately, as you all know, the jury did not rule in our favor. The plaintiffs try to portray this outcome as a win for consumers, but those of us in the industry know that the opposite is true. The verdict runs contrary to what we all know about the value we bring, not only to our clients, but to the functioning of a buyer-seller real estate market more generally. As we have said previously, this is one chapter in a very long legal process. We plan to appeal the verdict. In the meantime, as that process proceeds, you should be aware that there could be other legal developments. For example, the plaintiffs in Missouri may ask the court to issue an order that changes the rules about cooperative compensation. There are other legal actions pending, and we may see additional plaintiffs come forward to make similar allegations in new cases. In short, we are in the midst of a very complex legal situation, and we are working around the clock to evaluate the situation and get the very best advice about a path forward. I know a lot of us are wondering, what does all of this mean for our businesses and how we serve our clients? And I understand your feelings. At this point, we don't have all the answers about how the future will play out. But what I can do is offer guidance to help you as you continue to do business and to take care of your clients. As always, it is critical to maximize transparency with your clients about their choices and your terms. Use your agreements with your buyers and your sellers to help them understand exactly what services and value you're going to provide to them. Continue to express that commissions are negotiable and set between you, their broker, and themselves. Explain clearly how you get paid and what you are charging. For buyers, this includes paying for your services directly, plus options to obtain some or all of that fee through other means, such as offers of compensation from a listing broker, all of which would be specified in your buyer representation agreement. For sellers, this includes their options to allow offers of compensation to be made by their listing broker to a buyer's broker, and if so, how much and under what terms, all of which, again, would be specified in your listing agreement. I also encourage everyone to express the incredible value that we, as real estate agents who are realtors, bring as we guide our consumers through the financial, legal, and community complexities of buying and selling a home. Finally, we all know that local MLS broker marketplaces promote equity, transparency, and market-driven pricing, and that it's so important that we continue to explain how and why that's the case. I've been reflecting on something that Nakia said when she joined us last week that really resonated with me. And that is that we help families across America realize the American dream every single day. And I will add this, real estate is personal. We know that. And of course, more broadly, we stand for and we advocate for property ownership and fair housing. It can be so easy to forget all of that at a time like this, but I urge you to keep it front in mind, just as I'm doing. We will continue to make a difference for our clients, for our families, and for our communities. As always, I will continue to communicate with you as clearly as I can when I have new information, and we will do our best to answer your questions along the way. Thank you so much for all that you do.